This is Visa Republic, where we walk through all your immigration needs, right from Abuja to the world. Right. So my name is Ibrahim Alabi. Have spent more than a decade in this art, and I dare say I have dealt with public and private circles, meaning those in the government, federal, state levels, and also private sector. So today we're going to be talking about the UK visa form. Yeah, that's a UK visa form, which is a prerequisite towards acquiring your British visa, tourist visa precisely. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. It's a self-teaching process. There's no big deal with it. It's quite easy and seamless, and it's a smooth catch. I'm going to use myself as a dummy, wherein I'm going to feel the steps and hope you pick a thing or two from this. All right, so I have my interface here ready, Google, and I'm just going to search for the link. Just as it implies, it's not rocket science. You're just going to work through the steps yourself. So we're looking for a UK visa form, gov.uk. Can you see this option here? Apply for a standard visitor's visa, and that's what I'm going to pick. Okay, so accept all cookies possible, and voila, here we are. So you can see we have various options here. We have standard visitor's visa, which is the common thing that is obtainable around here. There are lengthier durations. We have the 2-year visa at this cost. We have the 5 years and the 10 years. So we start with this. And so there's the apply now option here. Don't worry, any hitch or hiccup you might have, you could just drop a message and I'll be prompt to respond to it. Okay, so the apply now button is clicked. We pick our language, which is English. We continue. Select the country to provide your biometrics. Obviously, we're here in Nigeria, so we're going to pick Nigeria. Like I said, it's a seamless, smooth process. Right from the time you click the country name, you see drop-down options already coming up. So ours is Nigeria. We pick that. We pick it, the next page. So have you identified locations? Yes, we want to do it in Abuja. Although there's a Lagos option, but we are resident in Abuja, so we're going to use Abuja as our case study. Okay, so I have identified where I want or provide my biometrics. Yeah. So I'm going to pick this. Next. And then we go on. This does not pertain to us, tuberculosis testing. That's if we're planning to spend more than 6 months in the UK. And then we click on the Start Now button. Yeah. I'm going to use my email, which is visarepublic45@gmail.com. I'm going to create a password, AMUDAT. Just as it says, your password should comprise of an uppercase, lowercase, a number, and a symbol. So, AMUDAT123#. And it has to be the same in the first button. Okay, so it belongs to me. Who does this email belong to? This is my email. Save and continue. Do you have another email? I'm going to say no. Continue. Your private telephone number. Mine is 08164370089. Yeah, this number I'm going to be using it while in the UK and out of the UK. And it's a mobile telephone number. Take note of things I'm clicking or checking here. Save and continue. Do you have any other telephone numbers? No. Save and continue. If you do, don't get me wrong, it's totally in order that you input them in the spirit of transparency, in the spirit of non-conflicting data on you. Keep in mind, embassies have a seamless exchange of data amongst themselves, so what is applicable to one is applicable to all. The fact that you've made attempts on Schengen countries or other European countries or non-European countries, don't lie about anything you're applying for. Just say it as it is. Yeah? It's better in order to avoid a ban. Yeah, just say it as it is. I think that's healthier. That's the way to go. Yeah. So contacting you by telephone, yeah, I can be contacted by telephone call and text message on that number that I gave. Yes, I'm going to click this. Save and continue. Right, so enter your name as shown on your passport or travel document, blah blah blah. So that's on your data page. So mine is Ibrahim Olorunfemi, family name Alabi. Yeah. Save and continue. Any other names? Nah. Save and continue. If I'm too fast, you could just drop a message. I can pick up any segment where you're quite fuzzy about. My sex or relationship status, I'm a male. Relationship status, I'm single. Save and continue. My address, house 25, Uphill Avenue, Asokoro Extension, Abuja 900103, Nigeria. Is this address also your correspondence address? Yes, it is. If it isn't for yours, you just pick no. It's going to give you a drop-down selection of what your correspondence address is, meaning where they could send your passport towards or any other communique. So, but for me, it's the same as my correspondence address, so I don't have to click no. So I save and continue. About this property, how long have you lived at this address? Select a unit of time and enter a value. Okay, I've lived at this address for 6 years and I own it. There's nothing wrong with you saying the truth. The fact that it's a rent or a rented apartment doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be disqualified for the visa. Like I stress, it's very pertinent to be as completely transparent as possible. Right? So just be truthful and say it as it is. Financial statements, your inflow, outflow of your financial statement actually account for most data in them coming to a conclusion or decision on you. So I own it. Save and continue. So my passport number, I'm going to use something arbitrary. So 845. So passport number, I'm just going to use A1000-845. Issuing authority is Nigerian Immigration Service.
That's great. Nice to hear from you and see you once more.
24. So the 14th day of March 2024, and this expires 5 years after. So it was going to be 13
As usual.
03 2029. Next.
Which of the director?
Do you have a valid identity card? Nah. Okay. Country of nationality, Nigeria. Country of birth, Nigeria. For me, place of birth, Ikeja. Date of birth, 07/11/1979.
Do you know this place?
Okay. Do I have other nationalities? For those of you that might have dual citizenship or dual nationality, pick, but no. The other nationalities,
This
let
are
me see
people
if I
from the
can.
third floor.
Employment status.
Yeah.
I'm employed. If you are self-employed, you have the option to click on that. Self-employed. If you're a student, if you're retired, just state it as it is. Then I go on employed. My employer's name is National Judicial Council. Um, Supreme Court Complex. Asovilla, Abuja, FCT, postal code 900103. Country is Nigeria. Employer's phone number 234 803 704 2709. I started working here, that was July 2010. That was 07, that's the 7th month, July 2010. Save and continue. So, my job title is protocol officer. How much you earn each month after that? So, fine. What is expected of you here is just to state what is being earned from your salary. The fact that you might have an additional income earning can be indicated. There's still a space for like additional notes afterwards, so that's totally in order. But right here, what is expected of you is to write what is on your payslip, your monthly payslip after tax. So that's what I expect you to put in here. So this one for 1, 2, 3. So then you describe your job. What do you do? Like your schedule of duties, what you actually do. So I am, for me, responsible for the coordination for the first. I conceptualize the conceptualization, implementation, and coordination of all travel plans for management staff, judicial officers in the judiciary. Each time you move on, you save and continue. The uniqueness of the saving and continue is that whenever you come back, you're going to continue at the same spot. So you just save and continue.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Fine,
Fine, thank you.
let me say hi to you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So this is the extra place where you have income and savings. In here, you can actually embed additional income if you have one, aside from your basic regular income. So, I'm going to click this other regular additional income, another income, and so they're expecting you to submit and implement this across a year. So doing that would mean for me, give or take in naira, that might be 1, 2, 3, 10 million naira. You got to be honest, you got to be truthful, and you have to be able to show evidence whenever you claim any financial income. Evidences in this regard will be your financial statements. The rule of thumb is a 6-month bank statement from your bank, signed, stamped. That's the real thing to do. And you can't make that up because they're going to check. They are going to check, they're going to verify, validate whatever you claim in your submissions. Falsifying documents, telling lies can just make you prone to a ban, and their bans come heavy. It could be a 5-year ban, a 10-year ban. That's that. I save again and continue. Like I said, it's a sweet form, very easy to flow and feel. How much income are you personally? This is the tricky part. So in here we have to break it down. Let me open a file here. Google Docs. Okay, so I want us to walk through this step together and see the reality behind this, right? We claim we're going for a tourist visa. Just take note of all my analysis here. This is for a Nigerian living in Nigeria intending to go to the UK on a tourist visa. Yeah. The implication of a tourist visa, in the sense, or every sense of it, is that you're going for a short holiday, right? You don't go as a tourist and come back dry or empty. The visa officer is not going to reckon or understand that. You have to come back and meet some savings, some earnings, or some reserve. Yeah. They don't want you to come to their country and be a liability in their country. So we're going to break down what, in the modest package for you to go to the UK and come back from Nigeria, current time, 13th May 2025. Right. So first things first, let's plan a duration of 10 days holiday, right? Okay, we've established that. Meaning there will be 10 nights of hotel or Airbnb. Now let's peg this at what would be good? $35 a night. Take note, this is as low as it gets, so this totals $350. Airline. The average modest airline right now, on a very low budget, return ticket, let's give it a 3,500,000 or 3 million naira budget. Logistics, feeding, local running, commuting, park fees, shopping, tickets. Let's give that another for 10 days, yeah? So let's give that another 1 million in naira. Naira as of today is 1,620 to $1. So this amounts to 1,620 times 350. That's 567,000 on hotel for the period of, it's without breakfast, so it's just your bed. Right, so this is that. So this is amounting to, let's say, 5 million. So this is a modest trip, cost for the trip. Yeah. Barring any circumstances that you have somebody resident there, you have some free accommodation, you have somebody who's going to take care of your meals. So why? If you're going to impute all that, you have to show proof For instance, you claim somebody's going to take care of your accommodation. Questions arise. Why would somebody want to take care of your accommodation? Are you bound by blood? Are you related in any way? Is it family or what? These are these technical questions, and you have to be able to prove kinship ties. If you so claim that that's why they want to house you. At the same time, if somebody's going to pay your air ticket, you have to show proof. If somebody's going to take care of your meals while you're there, if somebody's going to give you a chauffeur driver driven vehicle, you have to prove this. Right, so we'll go back to the form then. So about the cost of your visit, how much money are you personally planning to spend on your visit to the UK? There we have it. We have 5 million naira. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the lowest they can get for a 10-day trip. Total money you spend each month. You have to be technical about this. Whatever you claim you spend each month, you have to be reasonable about deducting it from what your monthly and gross annual income is. So for my own status and all, I'm going to put, like, I spend fueling, feeding, commuting, transport, magazine, all that, 90,000 in naira. Would anyone be paying towards the cost of a visit? So anybody you claim at this point must be able to show proof, evidence. Why are they paying? A written letter, signed written letter, data page of the supposed sponsor. Or if not, you just pick a no. So we'll continue. Your expected date of arrival, tentatively, I'm going to put November 1st, 2045, spending 10 days, so 11th November 2025. The beauty is this affords you to plan ahead of time. It's good to plan ahead of time because normally they say they need or require 15 working days for processing of the visa. So continue the form. Spoken language preference, it's English. Save and continue. Main reason for your visit, our category falls under tourism. Business is something entirely different. We're not transiting, are we? Academic visit different. We're not getting married to anybody that is a citizen. No, we're not going for a medical treatment. We're not going for some form of short study. Yeah, so I'm going to pick this, tourism. Main reason for a visit, I don't have any family there, so I'm not visiting no family, I'm not visiting friends. We're going as tourists, independent tourists that have no friend, no foe there. Save and continue. So give details for the main purpose of your visit and anything else you plan to do. Okay, so I intend visiting London as a means order for a short holiday wherein I would visit iconic places like the London Eye, Manchester United Stadium, amongst others. Do some shopping and have good fun. Now, take note of this prompt. This is for somebody who is just going to the United Kingdom, doesn't know nobody, doesn't have to know nobody. I'm going for a holiday and I'm going with my own money. I'm going for a holiday. I want to check out these places and all. Now, you don't get to do this if you don't have some reserve. Yeah, it contradicts its essence when you claim you're going for this and you're shaking on funds or low on funds. It doesn't add up. So most likely you can tell the red flags except you're lying to self. So I'm going to save and continue. People financially dependent on you. So if you have kids, if you have people which you support financially, children, you have to state it here because once you enter and key this in, your database or your info is going to be in the system forever. So it takes extra effort to try and nullify or negate whatever you said earlier. So be alert, be responsible, And do not tell lies. You don't need to. Alright, so for me, this is a no. Save and continue. Parents, I'm going to pick my father. His name is Nuruddin Alabi. Date is 09/11/19. Let me just give him 43. He's a Nigerian. Yes. I'm going to pick my mother. Her name, Amanda Alabi. Date of birth 08/04/1947. She's a Nigerian. Have you guys always had the same nationality? Families who live in the UK, none. Save and continue. Travel as a part of an organized group, no. Save and continue. Traveling to another person, no. Save and continue. Accommodation in the UK, do you have an address? Yes. This is just going to be a hotel reservation. I can claim it's the London Inn, somewhere in Surbiton Drive, London, postcode. I don't know because it's just for visa purposes. So I'm going to get Surbiton postcode. So we have this KT12HP. KT12HP. 2HP. When would you arrive there? We said 11th, 1st November, 1/11/20, 25 leaving, 11/11, no, 10, 10, save and continue. Will you be staying anywhere else in the UK? No. Save and continue. Have you been to the UK in the past 10 years? Well, for me, yeah, I've been just once. And it was also tourism. It was 2023, February 2023. I was there for some days or so, 10 days. You don't have to lie about this. Remember that. Medical treatment in the UK. Have you ever been given medical treatment? No. National insurance numbers, I don't have such. Driving license, I don't. Public funds, have you ever received any public funds? No. Be truthful, have you ever been issued a UK visa in the past 10 years? Yes, I have. That was, I think, January 2023. Be sure about this, so you have to check your passport to check the visa precisely. Save and continue. Have you ever applied for leave to remain in the UK in the past 10 years? No, I haven't done that. Travel to Australia, blah blah blah. Have you many times visited the following places in the past 10 years? None. World travel history. Have you been to any other countries in the past 10 years? Yes, I've been to Dubai. So in here, details of the world travel history. That would be United Arab Emirates. It was also tourism. But sometime in 2018, I think 6th June 2018, I spent 9 days. So 15th June 2018. Save and continue. Another world travel history? None. Have I ever been refused? No. Oh, sorry. I have been refused an American visa before, yes. For either the UK or any other country, yes. Migration was for visa, was refused. What country? United States of America. When did this immigration? That was 2009, so 2009. I was refused the visa due to lack of proper funding. So I continue. Other immigration problems? None. Breach of UK immigration law? No. Save and continue. Convictions, another penalty criminal. So, no